Welcome to Face It TV, guys. It's Star Series time. If you didn't get that from the awesome intro, I'm DDK here with Devilwalk once again. How's it going, man?
It's fine. I got a bit of rest yesterday. We're quite a long day for me, traveling and casting in the same day. So I'm all rested up now, and hopefully I'll bring better analysis than maybe the last games.
Well, we have a pretty sick match to start with. We have Virtus.pro against Copenhagen Wolves on Cash, and actually Copenhagen Wolves, they've been doing like better and better and better lately. They've had, I think recently they had a really good game in Star Series against Titan that we casted, like a really close match on here. So Virtus.pro have to watch out because they have had some shaky results here of late as well.
Yeah, I mean Copenhagen Wolves, they're a team that was considered one of the top teams, maybe even top 2 for a while. They were known with the Western Wolves lineup to actually crush teams like Titan or Very Games at the time, almost on a regular basis. They had problems with NIP, but back then they were like the anti-Very Games, which a lot of teams had problems with the tactical way that Very Games played back then. So, I mean, they're experienced players. They've played on a top level before. They haven't been very active. They've recently, quite recently at least, like renewed this lineup and reformed it. So it's an interesting lineup with a lot of experienced players. So yeah, obviously a threat and obviously a contender in this league.
All right. So do you want to give us any predictions here? Do you want to be so brave?
I'm gonna, just by basing it on Virtus.pro being one of the best teams in the world, you gotta favor them. But I wouldn't count Copenhagen Wolves out from the game.
All right, well, the action is pretty much ready to start, so we can just jump straight into it. I think we have, we're just going to skip past the knife round, so let's just jump into the game with the pistol here. And we do have Copenhagen Wolves and Virtus.pro. Copenhagen Wolves starting off on the CT side. Of course, as you were mentioning yesterday, this is really starting to become a very kind of CT-sided affair on Cash, as opposed to where it was like a few months ago, just kind of balanced in fact. But now we're going to see the pressure on Virtus.pro, trying to get this pistol round, get a good start for the T half.
It seems like they're just doing a fake mid-take with 4 or 5 decoys out mid. And it seems like Copenhagen Wolves aren't rotating that badly.
And Bieliński with the first pick there on the entry as they just go with the Glock train into the bomb site. Bomb will be going down there with 3 members left alive for Copenhagen Wolves for the retake. And there is a kit on Nico, who we can see on short. So Nico needs to get himself on top of that site very quickly with his teammates trying to coordinate here. TaZ just taking some pot shots there from Forklift. Going to take down cajunb. And now things are starting to look a little bit scary here for the Wolves as it's just Pimp left. And Pimp is going to have a very hard time here getting in from A main. Smoke, flashes, 4 dudes left alive still. I don't think so. And Virtus.pro with a pistol round under their belts. And a good way to start this map off.
Yeah, and it's on the T side, the weaker side, and really important pistol round for them, obviously. Great pickups from byali there. I was surprised it went that well for them. Copenhagen Wolves seem to have a good setup for it, but yeah, they just got picked up by byali. Huge individual play, and Copenhagen Wolves are kind of forcing up. Everyone isn't, but.
And we do see, one scout hit early in the round, but we have karrigan going for that squeaky push, going to take down some players here who are all softened up by the scouts and other pistols from the Wolves. And now Virtus.pro are in a 2-on-2 situation. Pasha with a scout and TaZ with 19 health in the Galil. TaZ going to go and collect that bomb and try to bring it around to Pasha here so they can work on this site together. But we do have a really interesting position here from karrigan. Look at this with that AK in his hands. He surely got the kill. Oh my goodness, he barely doesn't make the frag happen. And Pasha left alive with 12 points of health. Pimp, this is absolutely doable for him with them both so incredibly low. Even without a kit, he can just put the pace on and try to get himself on top of them very quickly. Bomb does get dropped there as Pimp slowly creeps up short. I don't believe they do know where he is just yet.
Yeah, this is still a very weird position for Pimp. Even though he has a lot of health, matters with the first shot, and
there he goes.
Shots him down. But having no Kevlar, even if you have a gun like that, is still hard to hit the first bullet. because Virtus can take angles, and once you're hit without armor, the aim punch just punishes you, and you can't really answer back that well.
Damn aim punch.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens. It sucks so much. But Virtus.pro picking up, or kind of saving actually. That was a pretty good save. I mean, karrigan's in a position where he's almost winning the round. That's a very nice timing pick there from Snax into mid, catching Nico going towards short there. And now Copenhagen Wolves are a man down at the start of the round with these pistols. They didn't obviously invest all that much at all into this round, so it's all right. Obviously, you're going to be able to buy the following rounds. But
another headshot.
Well, can they get a couple of players down here? They don't, so it's a clean round here for Virtus.pro, which kind of makes up for the previous round where they did lose a lot of players.
Yeah. And they have decent money. 2 on low money, but obviously Copenhagen Wolves did a pretty good force buy / eco to Virtus. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm actually quite shocked that cajunb is the one picking up the op, with Nico being considered at least before one of the top opers in the game, before he became a bit inactive.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
It's a surprising step, but I guess he played op in Dignitas before.
And this is a very good position here to load the boost here for Glaive. He's going to get killed though, and this is looking very, very good for the B split here. But I do believe that Copenhagen Wolves do have some good positions to actually deal with any B pressure. They've got 2 men towards the vent room there, so Jarosław's going to have some work ahead of him. He does work on cajunb very wonderfully, gets the kill. Pimp though, close range, gets one, and there is the double. Pimp needs to go huge here, get the triple. He does, he stops the bomb, and that is a massive play there for Copenhagen Wolves. Just completely stopping the pace, the momentum into that bomb site. And now what is Pasha going to do? Absolutely nothing. karrigan coming in from behind, from the vents, and that will be Copenhagen Wolves picking up a round.
Yeah, really good play by Pimp. Sorry, I'm a bit confused by his name. Ping Pong Corneli or what? I can't see the whole name, but anyway, corner. Anyways, big plays by him. I think Virtus could have collected himself and be ready for the refrags better, but huge individual round from Pimp. But I actually liked what Virtus was doing theoretically, but Pimp just shut it down.
I like the idea of the pre-nades there into vent room straight away through the smoke. Very smart actually, as Virtus.pro understanding exactly how teams like to play this map. But so far just spreading out. Have one guy alone in B storage, just watching for any pushes from Copenhagen Wolves, getting a feel for what's going on there. As it looks like they might be setting up for, could this be a delayed mid-take? We are having Copenhagen Wolves with one player actually trying to peek in its glaive right now, and so that combined with not seeing much in B storage might make Copenhagen Wolves soon figure out what's going on.
It seems like Copenhagen Wolves are running a similar setup to what LDLC did. They just left Smiths alone to just spot in the middle, and they have no problem just letting mid go. Which they do now with rotating 3 players to B, and Neo with the wonderful headshot towards Nico.
And the B split is real here, but there are 2 players on the site for Copenhagen Wolves, and this is going to be very difficult to deal with if Virtus.pro are not vigilant. Here we go, we get 2 kills coming out from Pimp, and there is the repeat there from cajunb, and they both fall on the site. So it's a 2-on-2, and the bomb soon to be planted here for Virtus.pro. Glaive working his way in, coordinate with his teammate karrigan from the top. They do have plenty of time here, and although they don't actually have a kit, but there should be one on the site, I should think. They're trying to make their way in now. Has great shot from the back. It looks like we have Glaive trying to return fight. Does take down Pasha, forces the 1-on-1. TaZ on the site. Got to be really careful here. Health disadvantage. Just trying to play these angles, and Glaive coming in from headshot, switching out the weapon. Time is, oh, there he gets the frag. Does he have enough time? He does. He picks up the kit. And he's going to be able to make the defuse in time. Very well played there from Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, really good clutch from Glaive there. I thought he was in a really weird position there once he lost his mate. TaZ with good positioning on the site, kind of just knowing that it's a very weird angle for the CTs to spot once they do the retake, because they didn't know where both of the players were. So it was just a frag he got by just pure positioning. And the Glaive clutching that 1-on-2, impressive play, and yeah, wins them the round. Pasha, with Virtus forcing up, actually picks up a gun from Glaive who went close in middle.
Yeah, really nice flash out there for Pasha. Pasha going to go down though, but the damage is slowly being dealt here to Copenhagen Wolves as they reveal their true intentions on the A bomb site. Virtus.pro in on top of this, and actually Copenhagen Wolves going to lose a couple players. Is a 1-on-2 here in favor of the Poles right now as Pimp. All the responsibility rests on his shoulders to take this round. Coming up short here, and the bomb does go down. Quite a lot of time to deal with this. Gotta be careful, looks for the first kill. Does get it onto Snax. Peak timing from TaZ, not quite spot on. And Pimp may just have a chance on this. Nice little flash over there. 17 health goes for the reload, and TaZ finds him around the corner. And that is going to be another close round. Just really close rounds here from both sides.
Yeah, and it's going to favor the terrorists. They have cheaper guns, cheaper equipment. So they can afford to have these close rounds. It's going to force the CTs in a bad economical state where the terrorists can pick up a few extra rounds from the ecos. So it's good play from Virtus. They get into these positions where they get the bomb plant, they get into the clutch situations where the numbers are low. So just very, very good play, and tactical play from Virtus.
I think it's really cool how Copenhagen Wolves are really mixing up. Oh wow, we're getting a couple kills coming in here from Pimp. That's a massive, massive boon to their game, actually, considering that Virtus.pro already suffering so many losses. We saw that their money situation isn't actually so hot. In fact, they can actually be in a lot of trouble right now. So to see what Virtus.pro can do to salvage this round. Obviously, they are in the advantage, but Copenhagen Wolves now have done quite a lot of work. They might just be able to bring this round to a victory here. As we see Glaive working with the P250 from distance. There's a crossfire with karrigan as they go up onto the catwalk. They do take down Glaive, but here goes karrigan. He does take down the bomber, and wow, they lose 3 players, almost 4 in fact. So that's gotta hurt for Virtus.
Yeah, I would actually considering force buying here from Copenhagen Wolves. I'm not sure if they're gonna, but they should know that every round has been close. They have they make the decision not to. I mean, it's not a bad decision either. Maybe they want those ops up on Nico and cajunb to
stylistic choice. Kind of.
It's not a bad choice, but it would have been a good chance to make a force buy.
Then we'll go for the safer play here. We do see them creeping close to the doors, perhaps looking for the counter boost. But looks like Pasha going to throw a wrench into the works there. No counter boost for you. Pimp goes down. Snax catches karrigan, trying to push sneakily, but not sneakily enough through the squeaky door room. And now we have Virtus.pro in this really nice spot to get this bomb down on A, should they actually ferry it over there. But cajunb actually going to de-eagle down Neo, and that's going to be a free AK for him, which is really nice. And let's see what he's able to do with it. Going to be on cajunb now with this AK. No armor, of course, but might just be able to make a frag here. Pretty good weapon is the AK-47, cajunb. They know where he is now, though.
Yeah.
So this is really the problem for him. The element of surprise is gone, and look at this, they're surrounding him, and he's going to go down. So, good stuff here for Virtus.pro, very nice round.
Yeah, I'm getting some under control, and it's very important, ST. Wow, here we see a auto sniper on karrigan and an AWP on Nico. So no sniper rifle on cajunb though, but I can imagine karrigan going either A or B, just holding by himself.
Yeah, going to see him on A actually, and yeah, I guess that's perhaps the stylistic choice of not going for the force buy previously, really wanting to use that auto sniper. Great pick there from Nico early in the round, punishing Virtus.pro for going for that boost really early on without any smokes or flashes to support it. And it looks like they are setting up for some smokes here on the A bomb site. So if we check our AWP here, we might just see the smokes coming in very soon from Virtus.pro as they try to work these angles. You can see them there, just readying up and splitting off as the smokes do drop. So here we go, smokes coming in right now. What can be done by karrigan with that auto sniper as he starts pumping some lead through the smoke. In more grenades go, and Copenhagen Wolves have to execute. So far, Virtus.pro unable to really step too many feet outside of that A main entrance, but there it is. Neo goes straight through with 2 amazing entries. Pasha with another one over at the toxic barrels. karrigan with the no-scope scar, trying to make it work, trying to squeeze in some more kills, and it's all on Pasha right now for Virtus.pro. At the back of the bomb site, the bomb dropped in a really bad position on top of that box, and Copenhagen Wolves know exactly what's going on right now. They just have to have good team play, and Pasha's life is going to be impossible.
So it's only 20 seconds left, so he's got to make a move now, and karrigan's got the flank on him.
There it is, Pasha trying. You can see how awkward it is for him right now. He's going to get the bomb, but 10 seconds left. Copenhagen Wolves are playing this so well. Pasha forced for the plant, and there's nothing he can do. At least he gets some money for his team.
Yeah.
But that was really expertly played by Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, that was a good play. karrigan just hiding. He had no time to actually win that round, basically. They waited for the, I think it was like 5 or 4 second mark on the clock when they pushed. Even though he faked, they didn't push instantly and didn't give Pasha any room to actually make that clutch. So the best decision was made for Pasha and just get the bomb plant, get some extra money.
I wonder if Virtus.pro are going to be thinking about this Scar now coming into play. We do have Pasha with the AWP, so it looks like he's going to try to take out Neo. He was AWPing mid previously, and it always does find the shot, but doesn't quite connect. And Virtus.pro perhaps a little bit shy of A now, considering that auto sniper, how good it can be against those set plays.
It's not really a rifle you want to go for picks against, you know. Revenge fragging or being ready to revenge frag an auto sniper is hard because he can just instantly shut you down the next one. He just holds the mouse 1 button and wins round.
Yeah, man, just hold that mouse 1.
Yeah, and it's pretty accurate. We're just holding it down as well. So
they are going to make a push through mid here, a little bit delayed, but it does look to be that they are making it work and setting up the B split right now. So this is something that Copenhagen Wolves might be very afraid of, this B split possibility, knowing that Virtus.pro are near that vent area, and cajunb is the man to stop this. In between the players, only gets 1 kill there, and Pimp on the bomb site alone with the FAMAS. Not going to get a single frag here, so this is looking very, very hard now for Copenhagen Wolves, who have to be quick onto the retake. But with a Scar and an AWP, this is very, very awkward. To say the least, byali going to take down karrigan on the flank, and that's a lot of money dropped from that Scar as it hits the ground.
Yep, and wondering if the T's are actually going to pick it up or not. But seems like Nico gets in a position where he can save it. Not sure if they even have the time to hunt him down, even if they run with the knife straight towards him. So he should be able to save that up. Good round from Virtus. Copenhagen Wolves lost a lot of money in the round, obviously. And Virtus are looking really, really, really good right now. Seems like Copenhagen Wolves, they just win the picking stage, where, you know, Nico with the AWP just gets a pick, or they, with the rifles, get picks. But Virtus with their executions on the side, yeah, and they do pick up that auto sniper. With Neo, and just on lower men, they just win the round.
Oh, nice pick.
Once again, they get the picks, Copenhagen Wolves, but they cannot hold the sides. So let's see what kind of play Virtus is going for.
And Nico with number 2. This is very nice hit from Copenhagen Wolves. And Virtus.pro aren't getting the ground they need just yet. They're up onto the bomb site now, but Nico going to get a 3rd kill. There is cajunb taken down at close range by Snax. And they are on the bomb site, actually, so the plant is alive right now for Virtus.pro. Really, really good result, but it's 2 versus 4, and they can't go anywhere. They are surrounded. karrigan with the AWP there, looking in from the B storage area. Nico coming in with, I think that's a quad kill there for him, and karrigan taking the last kill onto byali. And Virtus.pro, they get the bomb down, but that felt a little bit not necessarily sloppy, but just very kind of weak sauce there from Nico's just perspective. I mean, he just AWPs them all day.
Yeah, usually this is not how an execution of a site goes for Virtus. They usually let the smokes pop and then go for the trades in the sites and get the bomb planted. Now they got picked off by Nico twice before they even made the execution towards the site, and the rotation came in so fast because of Nico's early information there with the first pick. So they just had the rotation and had everything to shut the actual round down. So good play from Nico. He made that round possible, and karrigan getting a pick again for Copenhagen Wolves.
Looking okay at the beginning, a double there from karrigan. Nico coming in with more AWP frags, but Virtus.pro are making their way into the bomb site. It's a 1-on-2 situation. TaZ is on that site, but he's holding an AWP right now. Probably wants to swap that out for a rifle to have more possibilities from a dynamic perspective when it comes to dealing with this 1-on-2. But he's going to keep that in the hand, gets flashed, gets peeked, and gets dead. And definitely a really nice round from Copenhagen Wolves. I think they saw that coming a mile away. They had two players. I think it was Glaive and Pimp actually pushed all the way to like deep in mid, and I think they heard the movement in A main, and they just communicated and they were ready for it.
Yeah. And what's interesting about Copenhagen Wolves lineup actually is it's basically 5 AWPers. They have Pimp, who's an AWPer in his previous team. Nico, AWPer. Glaive has been alternatively AWPing. karrigan has been AWPing in 1.6 and in Go. And Cajun AWPed for Dignitas before. So they have basically 5 sniper players, and you can see that everyone's like they're just swapping out. Cajun started with the AWP, then Nico, now karrigan. So it's pretty weird lineup in a way.
Yeah, it's actually really cool, isn't it? I like that a lot. You can do some really cool stuff with like playing dynamically off the spawns and timings, but Virtus actually trying to make their way through mid. They're actually quite successful so far, despite the good placement of spam through the smoke, not quite connecting maybe as good as it could have done, but we see that Virtus are now kind of just contracting back towards the T-spawn area, just falling back from mid as they make their way towards A main. It looks like for a bit of an A split action. We do have, I think, one player from Virtus. It is Pasha around short here, but just with a Glock, it's going to be hard to do too much with the P shooter. That is basically the Glock, you know, firing little spuds, as it were, against the armored up players of Copenhagen Wolves. And we're going to see karrigan coming in right now again. And Glaive on the defense here on the A-bomb site. There is the 5-7 just spamming away, and it is an easy defense. So more or less a kamikaze run, just a very delayed one.
And I just see, it seems like Copenhagen Wolves, like the ops is just carrying them, the sniper rifles, when they get the picks, everything. So I'm a bit interested in how it's going to work on the T side. How many sniper rifles are they going to pick up? How much is like needed from their snipers to actually make something happen in the round? So I'm looking forward to see that in the next half. But got 5 AKs on the Virtus side. They're setting up pretty standardly. And karrigan goes for an entry, not with a sniper rifle this time, as Glaive has the sniper this.
And yeah, Snax takes an opportunity when that pick goes down to actually catch the angle, and he just barely makes it work too. So kind of evening it up, awkward trade, but he gets it. And Albertus have a bit of an advantage as they have so much time left in the round to kind of let the CTs kind of try to figure out what's happening and spread around on the positioning. Now it's not ideal for them anymore, so we'll have to see now how Virtus.pro decide to execute with this. Looks like they do have still quite a few players towards A, and they do have one in B storage. And it's hard to say what their feeling is of mid right now, because mid could possibly give them a lot of interesting options. And we do have the Copenhagen Wolves actually kind of starting to get some good response time towards B, actually, with 2 players pretty much on the site. Virtus.pro are slowly readying themselves. They're just going to hit it hard. 4 men. In goes Neo alone. The trade is not there. The trade is not real. And now Virtus.pro losing a man for free. The Molotov goes down. This is looking like a disaster right now for the Polish squad. Tossing in the smoke up high, but can they make this entry work? It would be a miracle. cajunb just cutting them down all on the same angle. A triple for him as Copenhagen Wolves. They just read it and they just executed perfectly.
Yeah, and this is quite a big comeback actually. I'm not sure how many rounds in a row they've actually won. It's 4 rounds in a row now for Copenhagen Wolves. So that's a big comeback with Virtus having money control. They were trading rounds, and Copenhagen Wolves was really bad with the money. But they took that double eco, got 2 sniper rifles up, and ever since then they've been pretty much getting every round.
Yeah, this is the Copenhagen Wolves that we really love to watch. And it looks like we see a bit of an aggressive move there from Pimp. And Glaive just moving in. They have shown the propensity that they've wanted to do this for quite some time. They finally picked the moment to do it. And Virtus.pro caught off guard, off balance. They lose 2 players early on. And being the last round of the first half, Copenhagen Wolves look fantastic there. Pimp taking down 2 more, getting the bomber. There is the return frag, but it's not going to matter. Byali, unless he can 1v4 here, it's going to be an advantage. 8-7. Copenhagen Wolves over Virtus.pro, and we go into the second half with the Copenhagen Wolves. They've got to feel amazing after that. They did so well.
I liked how they set up their play. They have 2 sniper rifles. They hold the sights with them and try to go for aggressive moves where they're not putting their sniper rifles on. So I think it's a good way of thinking where you should plan your aggression. And they pick up 5 rounds in a row there, come back from 7-3. So really, really good job from Copenhagen Wolves. Still strong T side from Virtus. I mean, 7 rounds, they should be happy with that. And but I think like with the comeback, Copenhagen Wolves aren't as disappointed as they might have been normally with this scoreline. And Copenhagen Wolves got a lot of grenades. They smoked off middle. Kind of want to take over it, or is it like it's basically the same round Virtus did with decoys out mid, smokes out mid, and going for an A push.
Yeah, just delay that rotation if they can. Byali taking down karrigan, long range for the USP, just picking them away here. This is wonderful work from Virtus.pro so far. Byali looking for more, gets another one. Byali, a triple kill with the USP. Copenhagen Wolves did not know what hit them as Byali and Neo finally go down. TaZ with a double right there at the end. And Byali, my god, please.
Yeah, I mean, what Byali did was really, really nice. I was a bit disappointed with Copenhagen Wolves that it didn't save one smoke to kind of smoke that area off.
Yeah, the toxic barrel smoke.
Yeah, because, I mean, facing USBs on a long distance like that, Byali basically had his picking. He just shot a few shots. He was never, like, really challenged by the Ts. They were all busy with trying to take over the site while he was just shooting with them, at them. So it was nice aiming from Byali, but I feel like Copenhagen Wolves could have invested in a smoke and kind of cleared that spot off.
We do have the Neo. The Neo picked up by the Mag. No, the Mag picked up by Neo. Other way around. As we're going to see a lot of hot action here going in to the A bomb site from Copenhagen Wolves. Look at this, setting up. In go the nades. Neo there on forklift. Going to be coming in from the back. There it is. Frag number 1 with the Mag. There's the double. Neo, can he get some more? Here we go. Mag going to come in. Death from above. Takes down the planter. And there is one more at the back of the site. Neo's going to get denied, but a triple kill is good enough. Just raking in the cash.
Yeah.
Making it rain.
Good money. He's on 5.9 now. And it's good enough after holding one anti-eco. Seems like, yeah, Copenhagen Wolves going for the first buy there. And yeah, they have good nades. I mean, they have 4 smokes. They can do a lot. There's a couple of flashes as well. I would think that they have something planned and are not gonna throw away their flashes for individual purposes here. So we'll just have to wait. They're probably waiting for Virtus to throw away a couple of nades and then make their execution towards the site. So they're just defensively setting up, waiting for that opportunity. And Neo just goes aggressive and picks up Nico, which was one of the guys with the most amount of nades. So that might have halted their actual plans there.
Oh, there is a challenge from cajunb. And a good challenge it was with the AK against the M4. He's going to take the kill, and there goes the smokes now. So Virtus.pro definitely in an interesting position as they have completely lost mid. Snax is alone in the vent room. If they decide to B split, this could be devastating right now. Looks like they're actually going to go for the A split. They have a good setup for this as well. It's really all about Virtus.pro hitting the shots right now. Byali with one right there. Pimp, though, he's got the site under control. And this should be the plant very shortly here for Copenhagen Wolves as they secure this. But the problem for them is that Glaive is really weak right now. And TaZ and Snax are coming in. Snax should be able to pick up a weapon. There it is. He gets an AK. So Virtus looking good for the retake. There is a kid on Snax right now, and he's alone. Can he make it work? Snax always so strong on the clutch here on these A retakes. He always makes it work. There is frag number 1. It's just Pimp left. Snax coming in from above, just trying to play it patiently, and there's the spray. He takes the frag, and there is the defuse here from Snax. He never fails. I swear, he never fails. Snax is the man.
He's got to have pretty good clutch stats.
Honestly, it is ridiculous. I want to see his A retake stats, just the solo ones. Like even 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2, 1 versus 1. I just can't think of a moment he fails.
Yeah, he's a 6-6 clutcher and very, very like one of the key players in Virtus for sure. Winning those important rounds and forces Copenhagen to an eco. They seem to have some sort of plan, Glaive with flashes and probably just gonna explode into this B split. With smoke up mid, flash out mid, they're gonna go through vents if possible.
It's looking pretty impossible. There was actually Pasha with that AWP on the angle. They might just get one player through, but TaZ and Snax just gutting them down, and they go into the grinder there, and an easy cleanup here for Virtus.pro, as off the back of that clutch from Snax, they're starting to find some pace here, and obviously it was looking dangerous. We can see how much money Copenhagen Wolves have, and they're going to go for the full buy right now. If we look at the money at Virtus.pro, it's kind of a fragile situation. Every round is really going to be important in this stage now. Virtus.pro with a slight edge there.
Yeah, and it seems like they've been getting the picks, Virtus. But Nico now has an AWP. Let's see if that changes. Trades coming in, favorable for Copenhagen Wolves here towards the A side, but Virtus get a bit of map control after that trade. Not sure who it is who snuck into A main and just holding from a weird angle there. And it seems like Copenhagen Wolves are heading towards him, so they might be a bit suspicious that there's no smoke in the A main.
Oh, and they do actually flash Neo's position. Very smart indeed. They were healthy suspicion there, but this looks too good to be true, and they do find the kill. So pasha in from short now with the AWP. Gets smoked off, looking very good. This take from Copenhagen Wolves. karrigan gonna take out pasha, and this is not even, they're not even putting it down to individual performance here. This is just strong tactical play, well placed smokes, good setups on the team play. It's wonderful stuff here from the Danes, as karrigan easily defends forklift, and Snax 1-on-4. Okay, I know he's good, but I don't know if he's that good. Does get kill number 1 though, as he makes his way in. But there's Nico, and the bomb is way too far ticked. Yep. Gonna have to save that weapon, but at least he gets 1 kill.
It was a good individual decision anyways. I mean, he takes 1 frag and he saves the weapon, so it's one of the better scenarios for him there. And he's got quite a hefty amount of money, 11k, so he can drop to his teammate, get full nades on them. So another buy is coming up. He even drops an AWP for pasha and a Colt. So there we go. Snax holding the economical responsibility in Virtus. And Copenhagen Wolves, they have that AWP. They just want to go for the picks right now. Be sure they can trade if Virtus put any aggression up on the map. And I think Snax might be boosted to vents per normal.
Oh yeah, he basically lives in there. He's got some rations, a tent, got campfire going. But Virtus.pro.
I'm wondering where Nico actually is right now, trying to get a pick. Seems like he's over towards B, alone, and he just wants to see if anyone challenges. Is he in that boost on a? Who was it who made that boost on the side? It was Shoxy and someone else.
Oh,
I think.
Was it Happy? It was Happy.
Yeah, Happy and Shoxy maybe.
I think.
That was a pretty good boost. As Copenhagen Wolves try for the mid take here, pasha's blinded up. They get that pick on Snax. They were ready for it, and karrigan just headshots pasha, and he has no chance. And this is looking very good for Copenhagen Wolves. There's only TaZ left.
Yeah, unless TaZ. Unless no. TaZ's going to go down straight away, and we do have a couple of Virtus players left, and there's not really anything that they can do in this situation. They're just going to back away, as really they should. Yeah. I mean, this is hopeless right now with 5 just already for anything, and a healthy respect for the skill of the Copenhagen Wolves players. And Copenhagen Wolves going to come back 10-11 in this round, and this is really amazing. Might just, oh no, Neo going to get caught in the side. He goes down, and now it's just byali left alive.
And this will surely force Virtus to an eco, even if he saves this gun. With the AWP, they could have dropped 2 weapons, had as he said, with the 4 guns. I mean, it could have been possible, but now I'm pretty sure if they don't do some kind of Hellraiser-y stuff.
Hellraiser-y stuff.
Yeah.
The best stuff.
The best stuff. So we see they're going for the eco. A couple of smokes. They want byali to kind of roam around. They want to buy time for him to actually be able to do anything at all. So I think he's gonna either very defensive on A or go aggressive door out.
All right, so we might just get a bit of a push here from byali. Slow push there, taking the risk, taking the gamble on the eco situation with that weapon. See if he can get himself, his friend, a weapon here, and he's going to actually find perhaps. Oh, I don't know if actually the AK was a shot a bit too far out there, so it's not safe, but. Yeah, I think that was the case here. They're not going to... Oh, actually, no, they're able to pick it up onto Neo, so good stuff there. But Copenhagen Wolves going to be initiating on the B play here. Despite losing a player, they still have more than enough over towards that B site to get a strong execute. And Nico going to take down Snax. Here comes Pasha from behind. He does take the kill onto cajunb, and that's going to be a 3-on-3 situation. Not looking so bad. The problem lies in the kit. This is really going to restrict the amount of time that Virtus have to play with on the retake. They've got to go in. They've got to go in now. Byali going in hard at the back of the site, dropping Nico. And now we've got 2 AKs left on Copenhagen Wolves. 1 in vent room. In fact, 2 in the vent room. Let's see if they understand this from where the bomb is planted. Work out the positioning here. There's not enough time, though, so they have to back away. But wonderful round from Virtus.pro, and they get an AK and an M4, and they keep the M4 on Byali.
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, they could have gone for it, but it was so late. And they actually dropped all Copenhagen Wolves players, so that's really good. Considering it was Nico forcing Copenhagen Wolves down like minus 25k, it's pretty good in total. So the economical situation is, I mean, they can still buy next round, but that was a really good play from Virtus. Pushing for that advantage in the beginning with Byali. They had a man following him if he dropped the weapon. So just good play and good smart play to save those weapons so they have a bit extra economy. Nico with that op. He's been picking up quite a hefty amount of kills with that op this game.
I'm surprised that Snax had actually picked up the op for that job as well, actually.
Yeah.
And Nico gonna take a big advantage here. Pasha's got to come out with a pretty nice stop. He's got to get actually a couple frags on mid to really stop them pushing up here. Otherwise, Copenhagen Wolves are going to have so many options here, it's going to be impossible for Virtus.pro to deal with. And they even take the bomb side already, so the bomb's rotating on down there, and Pimp's going to take down Pasha long range. The return is there from Byali, but he's 1-on-3, and this is a very tough situation to deal with now, as he doesn't have a lot to work with right now. That bomb ticking away, and the Danes could be anywhere. So he's just going to back away here. Another one of those situations where you look at it and you're like, well, this is just too much.
And it's weird to see Virtus.pro struggling this much on the actual CT side. They usually are very solid CT sides, usually shut down opponents. T sides with numbers over like double figures, like 10, 11, 12 rounds as the CT side. So last couple of days they haven't been looking as strong on the CT side. Obviously, Copenhagen Wolves, they get the picks with the ops. Nico gets those picks. Last round, he basically won the round on his own. He took over the B site with just picking with the op. And so strong performance there from him. They are buying here with a deagle on Snax, op on Pasha, free M4s, and have a decent amount of nades. And Pasha has been put to the job to...
Oh, and he does get the snap onto Nico. Big deal. We can see that the previous round, Nico getting that pick on Snax. That put Virtus in this like weird situation.
Yep.
And now getting the man up advantage. Copenhagen Wolves not going to feel so safe. Oh my goodness, great work pushing the Danes out of that area and then smoking it off. It's like that deep banana smoke on Inferno. It's kind of just like, now they're like, where do we go? I mean, we can go mid, maybe B, but we can't just like go squeaky. We can't go A main right now. They can be anywhere. So it's really good stuff here for Virtus.pro. How are they going to play with this though?
And they've been rotating the op to mid, and I think Pasha will probably go towards A now. And they're gonna hold 3 members towards A with getting some information there with Byali, but they already rotated Pasha, so it's a decent play from them. They get the frag, and Snax on the site with the deagle.
Oh, he does get the frag actually.
2 frags.
Oh, even another one. And it's like not even like, you know, just careful, coordinated, like aiming and stuff. No, it's just like bam, 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 bam with the deagle, just like spraying it around.
And I don't think Snax actually saw karrigan. I think he wallbanged him while spraying on
yeah,
the
he did,
dude.
didn't he? Oh my god. Deagle too good, obviously.
Snax
enough Deagle.
Next level Snax.
Snax is the man.
And
wow, 3-man setup here from Virtus.pro at the start of the round. Very afraid, it seems, of a fast B play. And they might be onto something here. as it does look like Copenhagen Wolves are setting up for the B split. They're going to go straight through those vents and into Snax. Oh, they will take him out though with the trade, but wow, Virtus.pro, they have the setup to deal with this right now. They've got 2 players on the site. It's really hard for them to get through those smokes. Pasha with that AWP. Oh, he misses the shot, and it's a 2 versus 3 now. Copenhagen Wolves even it up, and Virtus.pro trying to come in. They're stopping that bomb from going down just yet. It's not able to really happen as the pressure is there from Virtus.pro, but great shot there from Copenhagen Wolves.
It's a
Pimp.
quad kill from Pimp already.
And byali is now alone. This is a clutchable situation for him, unlike some previous rounds. 12 to 12, 45 seconds left.
And it seems like Copenhagen Wolves don't really know where byali is, and they want to find that out before actually making the move.
So smart.
But byali, he's just waiting here. And he spots Glaive, and Glaive just runs.
Oh, so smart from byali. Here he goes. He gets 1 kill, and now the bomb is on Glaive. He's got 20 seconds, so he has to commit. And byali knows he's going to have to commit. Oh, wow. Is he going to go for the run to A? He's actually doing it. He has, oh my god, he has barely just enough time here. Planting right at the edge towards short. And
that's one of the best plans. I wouldn't even be surprised if he just ran the whole way again, but he's not going to take that much of a gamble. Still a very good plan for this. And byali has no health.
And byali knows what's going on here. He just came up short. That's the only other place that he could have possibly been. He spots him on A main. Good stuff. byali, can he win this duel though? Glaive playing it very well. He's low on health right now. The next peak will be his last. And he's aware of this. And he forces byali to push out. So well played by both players. And the fact that Copenhagen Wolves were like, okay, we've got a minute left, guys. There's 2 of us, and there's 1 of him. He's going to hear that diffuse sound. That's going to cue for him to be able to move in, find the 1-on-1, guaranteed, and that helps him. Let's not give him an easy time. That was so cool.
Yeah, it was good play from good safe play from Copenhagen Wolves. They just want to know where he is and make a decision from that instead of just walking into corners. And you know, you saw Glaives just shoulder peeked and he spotted him, and then instantly rotating to A. And Pimp actually picked up a quad kill, but even though it ended with Glaive just winning that round with a really good 1-on-1 situation. You gotta hand it to Pimp to kill 4 people and did 85 damage to byali in the end.
Yeah, pretty huge round from him, no less. Yeah, and Copenhagen Wolves now are going to make their way up mid. Already with a couple picks here. Nico's been really consistent with some of these picks. It reminds me actually of watching like Forest AWPing on Dust 2 when on the T side. He just finds these really consistent picks, and then it just looks so easy. But it's not, but it looks so easy. And we do get Copenhagen Wolves moving into this B bomb site finally now. And there are a couple weapons here on Virtus.pro. We've got an AWP on TaZ actually, and Snax with an M4. byali with nothing really, but just a pistol, 5-7 I think, and bomb does go down. This is a good after plant set up here for Copenhagen Wolves. Virtus.pro though, they're going to go in regardless, and it's going to be 2 already falling with just TaZ and that AWP left alive. He's going to try to keep it alive. Gonna miss the flick. Oh, very nasty spot there for TaZ. Nowhere to run. And he's going to go down. And Copenhagen Wolves are on the brink of match point right now. One more round is all it takes. And look at the economy of Virtus.pro. What are they going to do about this? Honestly, it looks like very little with that amount of money.
I mean, it seems like they're going for the draw. But you know, you can't blame them. They haven't really been successful with the kind of force buy they have been doing. So Copenhagen Wolves, they play so methodically that force buy isn't really the answer to that. Copenhagen Wolves have taken control of a mid. Seems like they're putting 1 player very defensively on B. It's Nico sneaking up there with the AWP, and the rest of the players just hold together, try to play team play. You see how cajunb gets contact and instantly gets. Now they should just insta go towards A. They know that at least 2 players are on B.
And there are the entries coming in. Copenhagen Wolves take over the bomb site. Oh, good stop there from Neo. They does take down Glaive. And Snax with the AWP. TaZ with the P250. Snax going to go down there, unable to find anything. And TaZ TaZ.
Yeah. TaZ going the doorway, and the door is unfortunately not open. For
yeah,
him.
that's the kicker, isn't it? Oh dear. So I guess it would be really nice if he could find a weapon on the ground somewhere, but there's nothing really in this area for him to find without dying.
I think as when he hears them rotate, he's just gonna run out and try to delay them on the side to actually get them. Here's karrigan rotate. He opens the door, try to force them to stay.
Oh, that's so smart. I really like that. And if he picks himself up an AK-47, he won't keep it alive, but yeah, really good.
It was a nice try.
There. Yeah.
He wanted to keep Copenhagen's money low, so they actually could make a comeback, which they still have the chance of doing. I mean, they're still low on nades. At least they have 5 smokes and some flashes each. But Copenhagen Wolves running with the same setup they've been doing for basically the better of this half. Just Nico holding B with that off.
And they are making their way up.
The rest of the 4 players are pretty much together.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting right now. We're seeing a lot of players towards A. We do obviously have byali in this position. He's really on the angle to deal with this. If we get the correct smokes and flashes in on here, this will be very hard for him to take any kills, but it is byali, and he does actually have assistance here from Forklift with Neo. Neo's going to spot 2 players right now, so they can make the call. They can try to go for the gamble right now for the defense. Copenhagen Wolves, looks like they want to commit here. There's 2 players still hanging around the back, actually. There's only 3 in A main for Copenhagen Wolves, so they're not really completely committed to this, and the Bob is still just sitting there in A main, and frags are going backwards and forwards. byali still at the back of the site. What a shot there from byali. It's just Glaive left now, and all of a sudden they all fall, and we get a round for Virtus. Now Copenhagen Wolves, what happened there to them? I mean, they surely could have just gone for it, but then they had 2 players like waiting around like mid, and
I think it was just a weird situation where they had a lot of nades, they didn't use them. They got the entry, and instantly then they should have decided not to take any more duels. They should have just smoked things off, wait for Virtus to make rotations, and just play it out from there. I mean, they can take small duels, but in better positions. From that truck side, I mean, the CTs have an advantage taking those duels. So just Virtus utilizing their actual positions, as cajunb seems like Copenhagen Wolves, there's force buying, and there's 1-to-1 trade so far. 2 AKs left on the Copenhagen Wolves sides and 4 rifles on Virtus side, and things are slowing down this round. Started pretty with 1 trade each.
Yeah, cajunb, let's see if he's actually able to find a pick here. There's a player on vent stream. We just get hot flash. Very nice stuff there. Quite standard team play setups, but it is so strong, and it looks like cajunb will be the victim there of Virtus.pro.
It seems like Virtus is just buying this fake. With rotating, all 4 players did rotate, but TaZ, he's like, oh, there's no more action, I'm going back.
And there we go, we do get Nico getting taken out as well, so Virtus probably a little bit confused, a bit curious as to what's going on. It's 2 players dying just alone, but on either side. It's very strange, but we do have the push coming in here, and Virtus got a really good feeling about this. They've got 2 players ready to deal with this. It is TaZ on the crossfire. karrigan going to go in for the return. He gets it, but look at that. There is the trade. There is the angle. There is the peak of Pasha, and Virtus.pro go 15-14 now, 1 round away from at least getting the overtime, which is a pretty big deal, actually. Sorry, not the sudden death, not the overtime, the draw. It's a pretty big deal for them.
Yep.
As obviously that's the best that they can do right now. And Copenhagen Wolves doing so well recently.
Yeah, I mean, just picking up 15 rounds against Virtus.pro is it's a big achievement in itself. And they could win this match, and yeah. Virtus, they don't want to get picked. They're throwing all those nades out, and then it seems like they're letting mid go pretty early and try to stack the sites instead. Just smoking mid off. They don't want TaZ to have mid control, but they have good rotation spots towards A.
Smoke mid every day?
Yep, smoke mid every day.
Alright, so Copenhagen Wolves just waiting to see if Virtus.pro will get a little cheeky with an aggression here whilst they are kind of set up for these kind of the counter information finding plays that could come in from CT side. And so far nothing happening, so 45 seconds now, and they are pushed to do something. And they, with these defensive positions, they haven't really gained any idea of where Virtus kind of are on mid, or B. And as we can see, there's only one guy actually in the vents right now, and that's all the B defense is. It's going to be, I think, Pasha, but so they are going to make a really good call here, but Virtus.pro with a very fast response. They're on top of this right now. 2 frags coming in immediately there from Virtus.pro, and we're seeing a lot of damage done. There is karrigan over by the headshot, able to return one as TaZ takes down Nico. We get a 2-on-3 situation with the Wolves in a very, very high pressure moment right now. The tension is really palpable at the moment. They can cut through it with a knife as karrigan sits at the headshot. There goes the incendiary. They got their backs against the wall. There's no fallback from this position. They've got to make the frags or they got to go home right now. karrigan gets 1 kill, does get taken down. Pimp gets the trade. Now it's Pimp versus TaZ. Can Pimp hold on? TaZ with a health disadvantage. Pimp's going to go for the shot, and how does he do it? TaZ makes the kill and the defuse, and that's a draw. I can't believe it. Copenhagen Wolves absolutely had it. Unreal stuff there from them, and wow.
Yeah,
wow,
what
what a
a
match.
butter.
What a match. I don't know what to say, really.
Yeah, 15-15. Copenhagen Wolves are showing, they showed a great T side. I mean, they were down like 7-3 that match, and just came back, got 8 rounds on the CT side, and just played a very solid T side. It was unfortunate for them they couldn't close out the last rounds.
Yeah.
Virtus making a small comeback there with the Copenhagen Wolves. Actually, it was a big momentum shift 2 times there, with Virtus just picking up 7, and then Copenhagen Wolves just.
You know, it reminds me because there was this match recently with Epsilon versus Virtus.pro where the exact same thing happened. Well, it wasn't exactly the same. It was a little bit more one-sided for Virtus.pro. They got like 10 rounds straight away to their 5 on their T half, and then they switch over, and then they get 10 in a row. They're basically winning, but then Virtus.pro they can't lose a round, but they just bring it back to overtime, and then it happens again, and then eventually Virtus.pro win. So, of course, had a draw here, but that's amazing. Copenhagen Wolves, they're really playing amazingly recently, so it's so cool to see. Because I remember seeing them in some events recently, I was like, I know that they can do so much more. I know that they can do so much more, and they're looking really great now. So
seems like their sniper rifles are the key for the moment. They always seem to be getting those picks, and that's what's opening up the rounds both on CT and T side against their opponents. So. Gotta watch out for those sniper rifles against Copenhagen Wolves.
It's dangerous stuff. All right, guys, we have one more match coming up. We have One Shot and ESC, so stay tuned for that. It will be coming up right after the break.